The stage is set.
That's the way to start a World Cup.
As 8 nations compete for the ultimate prize in cricket.
This is unbelievable.
With the world's best travelling to India and Sri Lanka in the pursuit of cricketing glory.
They have etched their names in history.
The ICC Women's Cricket World Cup 2025, only on SuperSport.
Well, it is about dreams, and we are in Colombo for the Proteas women in their World Cup, and they're going particularly well. Speaking to a few of the ladies, looking forward to it. What's your nickname?
Maids.
That's not a nickname. That's short
That's
for your name.
That is my nickname. That's what I'm known by. Nades.
That's it?
Yeah.
So like since growing up?
Yeah.
Nades.
And our fielding coach came up with a new one, Dino, actually, which is a bit of a new one. But that is only our fielding coach, but he comes up with a lot of...
Come on, we need everyone there's like waiting now. You're the one who brought it up. You brought it up.
But yeah, that's...
What is it?
Nades and Dino. Dino.
As in you got to explain. I'm trying to...
Our fielding coaches come up with a few ones that we all like...
I'm trying to work that out. Okay, so
I actually
Nadine, Dino, maybe. I don't know.
But he's got a lot of good ideas, so he's come up with a few good ones. But yeah, that's just his nickname. But yeah, like I said, the rest is pretty simple, just short for my name, really.
Okay. You might be called Sixer. Sixer, Fixer de Klerk, you know? Yeah, something like that. Tell me how you felt. First one and second one, and how different they were, because both were pressure situations, and you kind of had to sort them out in your mind first, and then how you were going to actually do it.
Yeah, I guess the first one is... I don't really know how it happened, to be honest. I felt like, it was obviously, I think we needed 80 odds in the last 10. It's always a bit easier when you have someone like Chloe on the other side. I think, but once we lost her, it became a little bit more tricky. But I think I wasn't really thinking too much, to be honest. I just wanted to take it deep, and I think our bowlers have been working really hard on their batting as well. So I think it's... Back in the day, we probably wanted to keep strike a bit more, where I felt like in the last couple of games you could actually take the one because we know they're capable. So, yeah, great we got over the line. I guess the second one has probably been a little bit more scratchy, a bit more luck involved, I guess, being dropped, needing 9 of 8 or 7 or something. But yeah, I guess sometimes cricket, works out that way. Sometimes you bowl your best ball and someone smacks it for 4, and other days you get out on a full toss. So, cricket has a funny way of working out, but great we got over the line. Really important wins for us.
Okay. I'm going to bring you back to that, because I like how you kind of framed that, right? But I'll take you back first to you and Chloe chatting out in the middle. How comfortable it was, how uncomfortable it might have been, and what you kept saying to each other, if there was a theme all the way through.
Yeah, I love batting with Chloe. I think we have a really good understanding when we're out in the middle, but I don't think we panicked at any stage, which was probably really important for us. I think sometimes when you see you need 8s or 9s, you start thinking, I need to smash it out of the park. But I think we were actually really calm in that sense, and we kind of calmed each other down as well. And just bat time. I think we knew that the way Gosh was batting towards the end, it seemed like it was getting a little bit easier towards that back 10. So we knew if we always say on our side, if we need 10s in the last 10 overs, we probably back ourselves to get it. But different if you don't have wickets in hand. But yeah, the conversation was just to keep batting, try and get that one boundary and over without looking for it really, because I think there was one boundary ball every over, and just keep it at 8. If you need 8 in the last 4, you probably back yourself to get it, especially if you're in.
Okay, and you batting slightly lower and Chloe batting slightly lower. I mean, to us looking from the outside, it looks like a tactic. Speak to us about that, and also about you batters, all-rounders, you may be less precious than batters. Like if you drop a batter down, they're not so happy normally. So how's that conversation gone and that strategizing?
Yeah, I guess it's about really trying to lengthen that batting lineup, I guess, and having finishes at that back end. So I think it just kind of allows that top order to really set up games. And I think it's been pretty clear for myself and Chloe that, our role is to try and finish games. And we always say the more knockouts we get, the more we're going to win. So it's about, me and Chloe really trying to take responsibility and in finishing off games. And I think it's looked a bit different this World Cup because it's looking at the moment like it's really hard to bat early on. Every team has really been 70 for 5, and there's been someone at the bottom to try and save them really. So it's looking a bit different, but I think you just need to back your ability still. I think it doesn't change really. You still have to be positive even though it's a bit slower and it's maybe turning a little. So I guess, like I said, might be the trend for the rest of this World Cup. You might actually have 25 overs to bat and not normally when you bat number 8 you're expecting to maybe face 30, 40 balls on average, but it seems like it's been the other way around this World Cup. But like I said, not just for us. I think Australia has been in trouble a couple of times, England last night as well. So it's really going to take the whole batting lineup to win games.
Okay, belief, and like I said, you framed it interestingly when I ask you about batting and you talk about the two situations and luck, and sometimes you bowl your best ball, you said, right? And you get hit for 6. Sometimes you don't, and full toss gets a wicket. If I asked you to define yourself and the role that you play in the team, which do you think about first?
I'm not really sure, to be honest, but I guess I think my bowling is probably a bit more suited on these wickets, being they always joke and say that I'm part of the spinners, really. They said I must a lot of my teammates.
Really?
I must shorten my run up and just bowl spin. I used to bowl the back of the hand, and they said it's basically just a leg spinner. I can just shorten my run up. So I guess it's about like whenever the captain pushes on your button, it's really just to be up for it. And I mentioned in a few interviews, like I think sometimes when it comes to World Cups like this, I think we all have the skill, but I think it really comes down to mindset and mentality, because I feel like it's so easy to give up when you're 70 for 5 and thinking the game is lost. But I think, again, it's shown in this World Cup that it's not. It's clearly not. I've seen a lot of teams that I was thinking game's done, and they've kind of come up with a miracle and win the game from there. So, I think for me specifically, obviously you try and back your skill, but I think from a mental point of view is to always be up for the fight, really. And I think to kind of take your teammates up with you. Again, it's so easy to get negative maybe when the top order's not firing, or when we like it's 70 for 5 all the time. But I just think that real fight and believe that we can still win the game, especially because we bat till number 8 and our bowlers are more than capable of holding the bat as well.
Okay, if I asked you to describe the moments, both of them, would you be able to? I'll tell you this, watching from the side, have you seen the footage or not?
I have. I actually get very emotional when I watch it still. My family was quite excited, so I've seen a lot of, it was really nice to see, I think, the team's reaction as well, and the way that everybody really enjoyed the victory. And like I said, it is a World Cup and stuff, but it just, it's really a goosebump moment, I guess, to get over the line, especially India in front of their home crowd, and the crowd was going crazy for half that game, and we were under the pump. So I guess to keep the crowd quiet and change it around has been really special, and probably something that's going to stick with me for a long time.
Looked like you were going to explode in the first one, in the one against India. And is that kind of a reaction that's juxtaposed to who you're hearing as you go along in comparison to the one against Bangladesh? Yeah,
look, I love a celebration.
No.
Sometimes I've had a few times when I was playing for the Blaze and I would get number 11 out and I would absolutely go crazy, and they would always laugh at me and say like they've never seen someone celebrate a number 11's wicket the way I do. So I do love a celebration, but I guess especially that India game, my emotions were just riding so high that it was so difficult to put into words. So I think that game specifically was just incredible. It's difficult to put into words, but my emotions were all over the place, and I think I was just so stoked that we actually got over the line and we managed to get a win. We knew it was going to be one of our biggest games coming into this World Cup, so I think to pull off a victory from where we were was just really special. And yeah, I think when I saw my teammates and everybody was just running on, I think myself, yeah, I don't know. I just lost it. I just got really excited again.
Okay, more games to come, more important games to come, and points necessary to try and make sure that you're in the top 4. How do you level yourself each time? I mean, that's 2 in a row, and kind of same role, same scenario, and to say it might come again would not be too far wrong, right? And it might need to be you again. How do you erase and start again? Is that even possible?
Yeah, I think especially after the game against India, you can sometimes, obviously very overwhelming and whatever, and you can sometimes hold on to that for too long. So I actually think I tried to take it all in, but I think the next day, obviously, the sun came up again and you start again. We had a couple of off days to reflect on that, but I think that was kind of the same going into Bangladesh, and the next game is, like you said, it might happen again. But you can't still be thinking about the India game if you have another game to win. So I think great that we got 3 wins in a row, but Sri Lanka is going to be a challenging contest as well. We've seen that the wickets here maybe a bit slower, turning quite a bit as well. So yeah, it might be required, and I think you have to make sure that every time you step over that boundary rope, you're ready to go again. Because yeah, at the end of the day, when you walk out to bat, you're on 0 again. When you get the ball in hand, it's 0 again. So you have to start again every single game, and I think that's going to be really important going forward for the rest of this campaign.
How are you dealing with the weather?
It's a lot of rain. So we really hope it stays away. India has obviously been scorching hot, but I see there's like 3 games being rained out in Sri Lanka already. Obviously, we have 2 big games coming up before we head back to indoor. So I really hope the weather keeps up. We get on the field, and like I said, it's going to be a really important 2 points for us.
I meant more the sweat than the rain, actually.
It's like I said, here I feel it's better.
Really?
Yeah, I feel it's not been that bad. India has been scorching hot. Especially those night games, the couple of games where there was a bit of rain around, and I think once we walked back onto the field, it was
steamy.
It was next level. We were soaking wet. But yeah, our bags can't close because you take two of everything. Sometimes that's not even enough. But yeah, I feel like it's maybe been, I don't know. It feels like it's been slightly better than India. But we'll see over the next couple of days. We've been in the hotel for 2 days as well, so the aircon does help. We'll see when we when we get to training tonight how it feels.
Okay, yeah. Well done on the 2, and all the best as you carry on.
Thank you so much.
I think everyone's loving it.
Thank you.
It's so different. Like you sit here and I have this picture of you on the park, and I'm thinking, goodness, I was actually scared of the whole.
Yeah, like once you get over that boundary rope, you are there for war. So I guess, yeah. But off the field, yeah, I think most of us actually quite chilled. We love to have a laugh and enjoy each other's company. But yeah, once we're on the field, we want to win, and hopefully we can continue with that.
Indeed.
Sweet. Thank you.